Roll a clip.
Probably still is, was a delivery man, 31 years old, and he was just doing his job, picking up food in a food court at a mall when Tanner Cook needed some content, more content for his YouTube channel, and began to harass him. I'm going to show you the video, and Alan Coley made the decision to shoot Tanner Cook. Take a look.
What?
Hey, quit thinking about my twinkle.
What's that mean?
Hey, quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
Hey, quit thinking about my
Get on my Facebook call house then. Stop.
Hey, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Stop!
What's going on, good people? Welcome to my weekend rant. Y'all see what's going on with these kids? Do y'all see what's going on with these kids, y'all? I don't know if it's an issue of discipline. I don't know if it's an issue of social media. I really don't know what the issue is, but these kids are off the chain. And unfortunately, this young man got shot, which is very, 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 very sad. But I've said this before in other videos. Listen, we are in America. And while COVID, we are just now seeing the effects of COVID and people being on lockdown for almost two years. And it's sad because people think that that America is just going to bounce back and everything is going to be normal again, and that's just not the case. And so while I do feel, see, if I did that kind of stuff to you, you'd be mad as hell. See, I can't even tell you what my wife was doing, y'all. But if I did it to her, she'd be mad. It's X-rated anyway. The mental effects of COVID, we're going to be seeing this for the next couple of years. And while I think this YouTuber was provoking this guy, and I say this all the time. We see it road rage. We're seeing it in relationships. We're seeing it, people they're killing folks, for lack of better words, because that mental stability is now gone. And this particular YouTuber just pushed this guy and pushed this guy and pushed it. And this was one of them days where he just didn't feel like playing. And also another thing, you know what I realized with a lot of these people who deliver food, Uber Eats and all these other different food services, they get harassed a lot. So at first, when I first saw this video, I said to myself, why the hell does he have a gun? But then I remember a couple of months ago, about a year or so ago, when I was with this company called Car Keys Express making car keys, I did a spare key for this guy who was delivering pizza just to make some extra money on the weekends. And he said to me that the reason why I was making this key, that he pulled up somewhere in the hood, got out his truck, went to go ring the doorbell, and they jumped in his truck and stole his car. He left it running. So a lot of these food service people are carrying guns now for protection because they are getting robbed, they are getting jumped, and so this YouTuber thought he was just doing something funny, like YouTubers do, because they're young and they don't think about people's mental instability or what they're going through in their own personal life. And unfortunately, people, we got to think about that nowadays. My wife and I always have these conversations about, people cheating and having all these relationships on the side. And some of these people are snapping now. We live in a very delicate, unfortunately, we live in a very delicate age of mental illness where many of us are suffering from mental illness in some way, shape, or form. Some people go to the extreme, some people don't. I think we got to be careful. And so I get why this guy was carrying a gun. I don't think it was right that he shot the guy. But it was 3 against 1. And honestly, as you can see, apparently the judge found him not guilty. And then this young man's father actually went on social media talking about he was just being a boy. He was just playing around. Listen, we got to stop making excuses for our kids when our kids do some effed up stuff. Point blank in the story. If the guy said, leave me alone once, he said, leave me alone twice. By the third time, this guy's mindset snapped. He snapped. And so we got to begin to take these things into consideration. I tell our kids all the time, look, don't F with people. Stop effing with people, y'all. We got to stop effing with people. This is my weekend rant, y'all. Um, I'm going to show another video soon too about this young lady. Actually, I'm gonna make that its own separate video. But we got to be careful. If you're dealing with any kind of mental illness, real talk, it's something that we all go through. I had battled depression in my lifetime. I've never been at the point where I wanted to snap and hurt anybody, but I've had thoughts of hurting myself. That's just being real. And so we don't know what people's mental conditions are, and we got to begin to take those into consideration. All you kids out there trying to make videos and get views and you think it's funny, be careful who you F with. Be careful who you F with. Some of these videos aren't funny. And in this case, it went to the extreme, and this guy was at his breaking point. I saw it all over his face. Y'all. I saw that this man wasn't in the position to be played with. So we got to begin to take these things into consideration. This young lady, Candace Owens, reported on it, so I actually grabbed this snippet from her channel. But it's a real conversation that we got to start having with ourselves. Do I look like I just woke up? It don't matter. I thought this was good. I wanted to jump on camera real quick. Full transparency, bro. Listen, family, this is what I do. I want to pump these videos out to you guys, but have these kind of conversations. Yeah, I try to be funny in some moments, but sometimes we got to deal with this thing. And mental illness is real here in America. Mental illness is real all across the country, but here in America, I think, I said this in another video. Do you think that we can give money away for almost 2 years and then take it away and think there's not going to be some type of repercussion in America? You got people on unemployment, and the government were giving them the unemployment money plus $600 a week on top of that. People buying cars and houses and jewelry and all this other kind of crazy stuff, PPP loans. Do you think when you snatch that away from the American public and they got to go back to work, that's not going to have some type of mental effect on them? My brothers and sisters, we need a new administration, y'all. I'm not saying that they're going to help mental illness, but these things cause mental illness. They damage us here in America, primarily because we're spoiled in so many different ways. And our kids are spoiled people. You get mad at me if you want. Our kids are spoiled. Listen, I'm a 70s baby. I'm an 80s teenager. I wasn't walking around with a $2,000 phone, a $1,000 tablet, a freaking laptop, a desktop, $2,000 freaking earbuds. So it's something that we got to think about. If there's not a balance of discipline, if there's not a balance of it, yeah, you're going to begin to see, these things spiral out of control, because what we're doing is we're literally raising a generation of narcissists. We're raising a generation of narcissists. You may not like it, but we are. You're raising a generation of narcissists. There's no way in the world to have the camera on me all day long, picture or filter, or this or that, and that doesn't psychologically F up somebody's mind. It's effing up us adults, let alone, and we've been around for a long time. We've been able to balance certain things out, but what do you think it's doing to the next generation? For a view, for a like, for all these different things. Anyway, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this one. I think this is a very sad case. I believe this young man pulled through. But it's something we got to be aware of. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. I am your host on Roller Clip TV, Roberto. I'll see you soon. Peace.